All right, everybody, welcome to the weekly AMA session, January 22nd. Today, and we are non-fungible token, decentralized autonomous organization, and Envelop NIFTSY project fans. I'm Eugene Crypto-MC, the media host, and as always, Alex Shedogubov, this year co-founder of NIFTSY. So, Alex, great to have you on. Let's start with the news. What goals have we accomplished? Have Envelop team accomplished? Goals very important for the project life. Tell us, please, the summary of today's week.
I think we have accomplished one of the main organizational goals. We formed our team with a marketer, and so he will lead our marketing team. I think that's why we'll be better performing to the community, to our users. There will be much more events and interactions with audience, also as well as the ambassador program, which we are developing now. As for tech side, we are forward into integrations with new networks like Near, Harmony. Also, we received the first tranche from Near Foundation. As we previously announced, we get the grant, so we are forwarding to this event. Also, we will be held next week an event before the Chinese New Year. You see the first announcement soon. I also should say that in this case, we were supported by Polygon team. With them, there will be mutual events and sessions next week. Also follow our Telegram and Twitter. You will see this, and also we plan to make a kind of some festive drops to our partners. So also stay tuned.
Well, when you say marketer, you mean Jonathan,
yeah,
new team member. So welcome, Jonathan. You are a great person. We've had great initial AMA with him. So, ladies and gentlemen, our marketing will be running by the professional now. It was run by professional, but now we will have a real marketing specialist with native English, Spanish, and Portuguese languages. So, Envelop is becoming more international, like it was made in our thoughts before. So while we are waiting for your questions, guys, feel free to ask all the questions in the live chat. I'll remind you, make some public announcements about our contests. We've got a lot of contests, a lot of competitions, so we need to remind all of them for us and for you. First of all, we didn't have your comments, your questions in the comments on the last AMA session, so we remind that Envelop has launched a new contest, a contest of questions to our CEO, Alex Shedogubov. So all you need to do is to ask your questions in the comments below every weekly IMA. And on the upcoming IMA, we will find the best question and will reward the author and the best question with the 500 NIFTSY tokens. Now, this fund is not paid for anybody, for somebody. It is still ours, so we didn't have great questions on the previous AMA. So feel free to ask all the questions to CEO, not in the live chat, but in the comments below this video. And the author of the best question will be announced on the next AMA session. These contents will be taking place every week, we hope. So let me remind you about the Ambassadors Program. Envelop launched our Envelop Ambassadors Program, and ambassadors are the great lovers of Envelop. They are huge fans of the project. They will be able to help manage social media, create different content, organize events, translate articles and documentation. It looks like bounty, but it more than just bounty, because ambassadors are personally responsible and are personal have the evangelist of Envelop, like we are, for example. So the rewards for ambassadors will be points, and points will be converted to the NIFTSY tokens wrapped into NFT with time lock after the test period ends in February. So you may apply to the program by the link in the description. By the way, if you took part in the bounty program, you may note that you are the potential ambassador, and we've already had the first official ambassador of Envelop. Congratulations to the guy with the nickname Rainer_O, his nickname in Telegram, and he will be announced soon as the moderator of English speaking chat. So, couple of technical remarks. All who are registered now in the bounty program or in ambassadors program, they will be paid in the bounty from the bounty funds, and who will be manifested better, who will get the list of questions for knowing the Envelop, for knowledge, and after they will have passed this test, they will be proclaimed as ambassadors of the program. All the conditions, all the rules of ambassadors are written below in the description, and there the link. So the main part of the bounty fund will be directly paid to the ambassadors. So if you are taking part in the bounty or took part in the bounty, please consider being an ambassador. This is another milestone in your personal evolution. First, the bounty of Envelop, then the ambassador of Envelop. From the February 1st of 2022, any activity will be paid and will be counted only for those who entered the ambassadors program. So we are highly recommending you to enter the ambassadors program if you took part in the bounty program of Envelop. And the ambassadors will be paid monthly. So the first payment for participation will be from the 1st February. And we also got the first prize from our ambassadors in Envelop 2022 milestones, the great visualization of the Envelop history. So we may say that we've got our first, biographers of Envelop. You know, every famous person in history had its own biographer, and Yevgeny Shedogubov has become our first biographer in Envelop. And he's done the great milestones visualization, the map of the history of the first year of Envelop. So you may find it on the link on tikitoki.com in the description. So we've got a couple of questions in the live chat. Let me dive. Yevgeny Shedogubov. Hello, Yevgeny. Thank you for being very active ambassadors for your MEMS and so on and so forth. Stay with us. And his question sounds like, how does Envelop choose project to partnership? And with full functional DAO, what changes will be to this? Let's divide this question for first. So Alex, how does Envelop choose project to partnership? You already answered. Let's remind again. What are the main rules?
So we choose products and they choose us who want to enrich their NFT functionality not by simple buy and sell functions. So they need to more advanced mechanics, especially game projects. So when we meet the ask and demand, here we integrate with them, and this is the main idea. And also, secondly, we choose the ones who after that moves the most with the most speed, because in our sphere crypto you got to move faster. I think it's the most important here. So these are two main criteria.
So you've got, if I do understand the second part of the question correctly, you ask when the full functional of DAO will be available, how the rules of changing partnership will be changed, considering that Envelop will have become a DAO. So Alex, may you answer when Envelop will have become a DAO, exactly really working DAO? will rules of choosing partnership, maybe any collaborations with any other DAO and so on and so forth, will be changed in the rules of changing partnership? You understand what I mean?
Yeah, so will become DAO definitely this year. I can say exact date because it's hard to predict. Firstly, we need to execute our roadmap, main milestones. So I think it will be close to summer or during next fall. And the partnerships will turn into micro DAOs. It's our core structure. So each micro DAO will generate profits as do current partnerships with any company, and all holders of NIFTSY tokens and participants of DAO will have ability to participate as well by staking their tokens, sharing also spends and profits from these micro DAOs, or I think a bit later there will be option to stake into sector or the whole DAO. When we got about 100 projects, I think it will be possible to choose by sectors.
Well, great question from Zakai Monroe. How can I participate in the RED ENVELOP competition? Please, Alex, tell us about the RED ENVELOP marketing campaign, which Envelop will be launching for dedicated to the Chinese New Year. It's quite interesting. And answering the question, is it possible to participate in RED ENVELOP competition for our viewers?
Yes, surely everybody can participate. I will not say about the terms because you easily can look it in our Telegram. The main idea is that before Chinese New Year, there's tradition to give a gifts in envelopes with money. So these are red envelopes. It's one of the core Chinese traditions for New Year. So we decided to upgrade this tradition by wrapping red envelopes containing our tokens, and with our partners also other different tokens. There will be a kind of set of events before this Chinese New Year. So next week, so just participate and anybody can win. So that's there are not hard tasks to win your red envelope.
Okay, so participate in the RED ENVELOP partner program too. You may find it on the Telegram chat of Envelop. So join there if you are not still there and ask all the questions there. Then our Telegram chat is the main way to constant instant communication in the periods between AMA sessions. We have answered, we know so many questions today in the live chat. So I'll remind you again about the question contest. You may also, in any time you like, ask a question in the comments below this video, and we will choose the best question from you, and we'll reward you the next AMA with the 500 NIFTSY tokens. I'll remind you about the ambassadors program of Envelop. You may join on the link in the description. So ambassadors are the great guys who believe in Envelop, who spread the message of Envelop, who take part, and who getting rewards from Envelop too. I also remind you about the memes competition on Reddit. You may find the link in the description. Memes, you may create memes for Envelop. You also may create stickers for Telegram. We've announced the contest for stickers, creating stickers on Telegram. The link is also in the description. And by the way, look on the great Envelop history map made by our ambassador and Envelop 2024 milestones, great visualization of the short Envelop history in the last year. So another question from Yevgen Ozogov. Let me read it. There have been many attacks on different projects lately. Do you have any security measures in this regard? What steps have been taken to make the investor feel safe? That's a great question, because the questions of safety and cybersecurity are quite crucial for any crypto project, because losing your private keys means losing your tokens, your crypto assets, especially. So Envelop is not a custodial, I could say, custodial product like many centralized exchanges and so on. So Alex, what can we say about the safety and cybersecurity for our community? What should we know about cybersecurity in Envelop?
Yeah, in this field, we take measures as usual, kind of electrician. So we usually change this password. Of course, all funds are on multi-sig wallets. So of course, all our teammates store their password safely. So also we are in different locations as well, another point of security. So they can be kind of an office where can be stored our keys and so on. And our CTO usually make checks with our product owner, Alex, who's also in regard of this. So we got a very skillful team who is in charge of this, and they usually ping us about the measures need to be taken, not to be like some projects hacked or any other malware activities be done.
Well, so ladies and gentlemen, please follow the main rule, two main rules in the crypto community and the crypto industry. First, nowhere, tell nobody if you own the crypto. If you're a crypto owner, do not tell anybody that you own crypto, because this is the right invitation of all fraudsters to steal your crypto. And second, not your keys, not your coins. Use only non-custodial services, especially for keeping your NFTs. So let me check that live chat. We have no more questions. So our AMA today is quite short. I know that Alex will thank you again for your questions. Thank you for our answers. So Alex, let me finish our AMA today. I'll remind you again about the question contests. Ask your question in the comments below and getting rewarded 500 NIFTSY tokens on every week. The best author, the best question will begin in there. Second, join the ambassadors program, especially if you took part in our bounty program. The link is in the description, and ambassadors are responsible for helping Envelop to spread the message of wrapping NFTs and predicting NFT price. If you are sharing our main ideas, and the ambassadors are very ideological people. So if you are ideologically enveloped, you may be the ambassadors. And we've also had the first ambassador, Rainer _ Oh, you will see him soon in our English-speaking chat. Join and take part in our memes contest on Reddit. A link is in the description. So create memes. Create stickers for Telegram. We need great stickers. If you are the painter, if you are a designer, please join the contest of creating stickers for our Telegram chat. The link with the rules is also in the description. And check the first Envelop's 2021 milestones visualization of Envelop's history in the previous year. So, Alex, do we need to add? Oh, one more question from Yevgen. In your opinion, would it not be difficult to use the functions of Envelop for later taxation? Well, let me deep dive into the question. Would it not be difficult to use the functions of Envelop for later taxation? Great question, taxation. Alex, if you do understand what Yevgen asks us, if you do understand, why do we have taxation with I do not understand the question exactly.
So if you use or not use Envelop, so you got the same assets as NFTs and other cryptocurrencies which you can wrap inside Envelop tokens. So it's doesn't change its essence. So according to your jurisdiction where you are and where it's laws and your own decision how to deal with it, so you follow these criteria and fill in all the declarations if you intend to do it. So it's only.
Yevgen clarifies that in Ukraine or Russia, it is hard to pay taxes for cryptocurrency. if you want, pay taxes. I don't know why.
Russia, I should say, the main favorable country for crypto. They definitely stand for crypto, especially our central bank. They like it very much, and also guys from other government.
I would say that in general, NFTs are the same assets like any fungible cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on, for any ERC20 and other tokens. So theoretically, the rising in price will be theoretically the subject of paying taxes. This is in general. But don't be in rush, don't be in hurry to pay taxes from the rising price of your NFT. It stays quite long in the future, the question of paying taxes. Do not be in a rush. Do not help governments and states to cut the part of your crypto earnings, because paying taxes is one of the things government is able to do with your cryptocurrency. Perhaps the only one thing they could do with your cryptocurrency. So I would say do not help them to do this. A couple of questions.
I could also add that I read a post of one guy about taxes from crypto and government. So the main point is that he said that you earn funds from nowhere, from out of the country, and you earn money in this country. So this way you already pay these taxes by spending your funds in each territory. And also you can be, in his opinion, the ideal way is that you can apply for VAT refund as you kind of tax tourist, because actually you work in Web3, but you physically are in another country. So it was his idea, and I think it's a lot of sense in it.
Well, okay, thank you very much, guys. 400 viewers who are watching us have already watched today's AMA session. Thank you for the lack of stupid questions, repeatable questions from AMA to AMA. We hate them, and please ask great questions. And especially, you may not to wait for another AMA. You may ask the questions to CEO Alex Shedogubov in the comments below this video, and the best question will be selected and will be rewarded on the next AMA with 500 NIFTSY tokens. Scarface asks, any strategies for working with launchpads? We already answered on this question, but let's repeat. Is Envelope a launchpad tool or not? And if not, it plans to work with launchpads.
We are a technical launchpad, but we don't execute like marketing functions, working with KOLs, tracking projects. We got our own launchpad, also integrating the current launchpads who acts like a classical launchpad. And also from this week, as for news, I will not name, but we are communicating with two famous centralized exchanges about integrating our launchpad inside their ecosystems and our whole protocol, because they are working hard to enrich their chains and ecosystems. So also this could be the launchpad solution is one of the most easily adaptable by different projects, communities, and so on, and very understandable why is it needed. So I think it will be maybe one of the first massive cases of Envelope.
Well, a couple of simple questions. 700 viewers are watching us right now, or 900, almost 1,000. So Tony Black repeats, what is the utility function of NIFTSY? Let's remind, why do we need NIFTSY token at all, Alex?
First of all, you will need NIFTSY to get incomes from DAO when you participate in it and stake your tokens in each micro DAO. Now you can just stake your tokens and get rewards up to 20% APY. Other use cases, if NIFTSY can be used inside protocol as to store collateral and to pay royalties. NIFTSY will be used in our Oracle to get info from it, analyzed, and get some advanced functionality, support also from index, and connect all three parts, protocol, Oracle, index in one part. So here are the main functionalities of NIFTSY token.
Well, are we caring about downtrend or market price fallings now? Does it scare us, Alex?
Not, because it's usual in crypto. I think to have a dump 30, 40, 50%, and then bound, it's okay. To have a flat, also it's okay, because we are developing the product, we are connecting with partners, and so we are already generating first profits. So it's, I don't, we exactly inside our project, we are not scared about.
Well, so the opposite question: when do you think it will be uptrend again? When markets will be rising, and where will be the trend of metaverse, Web3, GameFi, or meme? So we are already in the trend of generally metaverse and so on and so forth. So, guys, you see, we don't care about the market prices because markets are fluctuating. This is another part of the story. It does not influence on the work of everyday working of Envelop's team for your success and the project success. So thank you for staying with us. We're finishing our AMA session. I'll remind you about the question contest, the ambassador program, the meme contest in Reddit, and the stickers contest in Telegram. And greetings for our first ambassador, Reiner_O, the first ambassador. Stay with us. Be our ambassadors, take part in all our contests, and stay tuned for next great contents and AMA sessions. Mr. Collins, we think that NFT markets will be developing in general. So guys, please check the previous AMA sessions. We've already answered on this simple, repeatable questions. So ask us questions which are worth for answer on the AMA. Be grown-ups, don't be child. So thank you very much. Alex Shedogubov, the CEO, co-founder of Envelop NIFTSY, Eugene, the media host of Envelop. Stay tuned, subscribe, and ask a question in Telegram chat. Stay tuned for the next AMA. Bye-bye, guys.
Thanks, bye, guys.
Что-то сегодня ощутимо мало, меньше было людей, как-то под конец